the car repairs were a little more expensive than I'd like, and they didn't call me for a really long time. I had to call them. I ended up turning down some of the car repairs. I just paid a bunch of money like a month or two ago, man. Like, I'm not doing anymore. They wanted like $1,400 for like something related to the gas canister and emissions stuff. So it's like, I tried looking up what that meant. And from what I can tell, all it does is like, it's an environmental thing. Like, you couldn't get away with it if I lived in another country, but out here we don't care about the environment. So I don't have to get it, I don't think. And I'm not going to. It means I'm gonna always have a check engine light, but so does my dad, so does my brother. It seems like everybody's shit's always breaking, and instead of the company's making good stuff, I have to pay for them. But no, I had another $700 and other shit. And we'll see if I get a few extra. I have like no money now. After all this shit. And I still owe my brother money. Right? But I already paid rent early, so it is what it is, man. Eat, pay rent, and hopefully I can have my free time. Someday I'll save up for the ability to actually buy a cheap game or something. This car, I was like, I just ended up working just for this fucking car, man, that I used at work. It's just like really annoying. It's whatever. I mean, as long as I have the means, it moves on, dude. It's just kind of annoying. But I don't know, I'm not one to really get too butthurt. I'm over it already. Luckily I had the money, I didn't have to borrow anything, so a deposit. Pretty silly though. My biggest problem with this is it just eats up my time. It's sitting around all day waiting for this shit. Anyways, I'm gonna borrow my brother's car to do work tomorrow. If I'm working tomorrow, I gotta find out from my buddy. God knows I need the hours, so I'll fine with it if it needs me. If not, no biggie. But that means we'll be on for another 4 hours or so. Then I need to get up. We'll just get this started today. This is Prodeus, which is like a boomer shooter with like a 3D, somewhat pixelized style. I think, and what's up, bro? That's why I didn't say what's up. I think this is supposed to be okay. Like, it's supposed to be good from what I've ever seen, but for some reason I'd passed on this in the past. Because it is leaving Game Pass now, and it was not on my list, which means I saw it and I passed on it. I don't know why. I don't think I have it somewhere else. I really don't. Let me double check that I don't. Like, I don't think I do. Let me check Epic. Because if I do, we're just not gonna play it, and I'll just because I could play it at any other time, right? I don't think Prodeus is on Epic. But for some reason, I passed on this. I don't know why. Anyways, I think it's just a straight up just shooter, which is fine. Probably be able to get through this tomorrow. Depending on when I get back from work, if I'm working tomorrow. Start Blasphemous, I think. And then maybe Liza P. And maybe Cyberpunk. Anybody know if the update for Cyberpunk comes out when the expansion does, or if it comes out already? If it's already come out? So I'd be more willing to go through it earlier. If that was the case. And then just be ready for the expansion. Gotcha. I think I'll have access to it if my friend's still willing. This should be cool. I don't know why I passed on the past. I've heard it's good. Some people I've heard say it's a little to one note, but hey man, if the shooting's cool, I'm down. But anyways, yeah, I don't know much else. Let's get started on it. I'll just do hard. Usually do hard or step under the hardest for shooters, but we'll just do hard and see what happens. There's like 20 difficulties. 2 days. Depending on how much I work, and maybe we can start it early then. And be ready for the expansion. Holy sensitivity. Oh, and I do appreciate you guys, man. Not in a like a please give me money way, but it does mean a lot that anybody even watches, let alone does anything else. It's definitely helped with bill stuff. Trying to ride this perfect balance of being able to maximize the stream and still pay bills with jobs. Going fine, but yeah. Car troubles, extreme car troubles not helping out. Is anybody else going to be playing Cyberpunk? I'm liking the speed so far. I already turned on like run permanently. I don't want to. I hate holding shift in games for games that have no stamina. I need to turn this up a little bit. No, see, I don't. It's hard to bring it up without sounding like I'm begging. Yeah, I don't mean it that way at all. I mean, yeah, if some alien comes down here and hacks the system, he can give me some money. That's fine, but some time traveler, but. Oh yeah? Really? I guess I could. Well, we could. We'll see how I'm feeling after Blasphemous 2. If there's anything else I want to knock out. That guy's looking hardcore. A lot of screen shake. Rune. The non-pixelated HUD. Can we make the HUD pixelated somehow? I thought there was an option for that. Use models instead of sprites. Maybe not. Looks pretty cool. Like kind of semi-low pixel 3D thing going on. Oh, did I lose? Reconstruction. Die. Of course there's metal music. It's like a requirement in a boomer shooter at this point. It has to be like somewhat like the Doom's soundtrack, right? Yeah, the menus are not really the best looking. Oh, there's a lot of fucking screen shake, man. I'll leave it because it might make the guns too impactful, but might have to turn down the guns a little bit. Yeah. Big fonts for handhelds kind of thing, right? Where it has to fill up as much space as possible. Brutal Legend. You know, I never did play it. It was like a hybrid of action and RTS and stuff, right? The Jack Black one. Oh, MIDI music. That's kind of cool, man. Sights. Oh, you get like a different kind of shot if you aim down the sides. Interesting. That's cool. All the fires like locked to that. Yeah, it doesn't have like Ozzy Osbourne and shit. I wasn't too interested at the time. I didn't play it back then, and now with the MCA, it's like not really not. Sadly. I mean, I could, but it's like, I've already like kind of had to like stop thinking about playing certain games because of Monster Closet. DMC like Grand Theft Auto and shit. Like I want to play Vice City and San Andreas and 3, but those are some of like the biggest games I've never really played before. But I don't want to play it with the new versions. I want to play with like the actual soundtrack everybody like knows and loves. Well, it's like I could play it and just mute my VODs, I guess, but it's like, I just never get around to it. I've got so many other things to do that having a couple like little things like that just stops me from wanting to bother. Ooh, nice shotgun. Nice and fast. Quick reload. Doesn't cost more ammo. Yeah, they're big deal games. I mean, I'm familiar with them. It's, I mean, who isn't, right? To some extent, but. Red key. But, yeah, I've only, like, played through 4 and 5. I mean, I'll play 6 when it comes out. And I think 5 had like a, I don't remember if it had like a DMCA free playlist. Stuff like Forza does, which is nice. Yeah, maybe they'll do that in the next. Well, I mean, I'll be playing it on console because it'll be cheaper. So. Thing is, like, yeah, I could just play them and mute the radios, but it's like that's a huge part of it, man. That music choice and the radios. I don't want to play like some lesser version. If they have a hand-picked like set that's DMC free, that'd be fine. Like Forza did. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sam. It's just like mute the VODs on Twitch. And make them invisible. Just play through it. And then yeah, have like an offline version I upload. I need to upload all my current offline, so I have a shitload of offline VODs eating at my hard drive space. From back in the big Exodus period. What's this red key card, man? It's... Oh yeah, I know the song's on it. Just seeing, yeah, because I did play Vice City a bit at my friends and stuff. 3. Not a whole lot of San Andreas, but like I'm familiar with the music on it, but like to the game, you know, like I want to hear it. I like all the violence and shit, man. Nice feeling shotgun. Pretty quick. I like the speed in general, this. Or fragment. I played a lot of 4. I don't think I was ever in love with 4. 5 was cool, but even that has it. Yeah, that is just. I feel like I'd probably like the older ones more. The talk shows, yeah, those are fun. I don't know what a nexus point is. I wouldn't be surprised if 6 was just lacking bite anyways. The times have changed a lot since 5, man. I don't know. I guess Grand Theft Auto is so big though. I don't know if they'd really censor a game like that much, or like kind of ease off some of that like dark humor. Because they make so much money, they don't have to really give a fuck. But we'll see. Because some of those talk shows could get pretty wild. It was good stuff though. I mean, I prefer it. Like a baby needs to like tell what's like appropriate and what's not. There's my other gun. Oh, if you press this twice. Oh, those are good hotkeys. It's one of those where it's like you press 2 and then you press 2 again instead of reaching all the way over to like 6 or 7 or something. It's crazy how long games took to figure that one out. I could. I mean, I've thought about that, just replacing the music, but that kind of hurts it too. But having it just be Drakengard music would be pretty awesome, man. Also, Ripper right now is playing Great Ace Attorney. I'm busting through the whole case. I should watch that. I need to fix the Discord community thing. It's case 2-2. I don't even remember it very well. Honestly, the only one I remember from the second game was the 4th and 5th one. The 4th one because it's the best, and the 5th one because... Oh no, wait, those two are the same. 2-3? The one with the clockwork guy. That was the best one. The two after that kind of blew in some ways for me. But were memorable because they're the last cases. Yeah, I've just been watching while I was getting shit done. Losing all my money. Yeah, the machine guy one was like the best single case. Anything involving White Suit Man really blew for me, so I really had issues with those last cases. It was still a good game. Keeps it from being the best ones for me. Get up there, I don't know if it matters. Yeah, I'd agree. I also think that writers just a little too focused, in my opinion, on having one big flowing story, and it makes some cases feel kind of like pointless or just too much like in-betweeners for like other cases because it has to fit into a larger story. Like, I'm fine with them all fitting into something, but I'd rather them be strong on their own before that. I don't need everything to be just, like, related. And I feel like Great Ace Attorney kinda overdoes that a bit. I don't know if you guys would agree. Like, I mean, even the first Ace Attorney has, like, connected stuff, so... It's not a problem with that, like, in general. It's just, like, you're getting these cases that are kind of, like, iffy on their own, but they, like, tie in somehow to the overarching thing. And, like, the ones that are more standalone and they just have, like, a small thing, like the collar, whatever, like in the first game, which isn't that great of a case, but, like, I mean, it is connected. It's like, I don't mind that kind of stuff. Because it's barely connected. But when they have these like in-between cases and they're like all have to feed into this overarching plot line, the problem is if that overarching plot, like in my opinion Great Ace Attorney 2, if that overarching plot line isn't that good, that means everything those cases are like really going hard on connecting into kind of like just doesn't mean anything. It makes it hurt a lot more. Like, if it's all working into a really awesome final story and plot, then hey, that's one thing, right? But yeah, that's just my problem. Is like if the finale and if what it's working towards doesn't end up that good in the first place, then it's kind of like, it's kind of a ballsy way of doing it. I don't know what these ore fragments are for. Yeah, you can right now. I don't think Pipper's in here, so it's not really bothering me any. What are these supposed to be? Points of interest? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if anybody hasn't played Great Ace Attorney in here, I mean, watch out, I guess. I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's my thing, is everything's feeding into this, like, oh my god, it's such a crazy big twist. It's so insane. And that's like so much of it is this twist that, like, when it's not actually that surprising and it's been reused in Ace Attorney already, it's like, I was like, okay, I mean, case 4, 5, and hell, even 3, the best one, like, and most of the first game, and like I said, they're all just building into what is essentially just, hey, it's 1-5 LOL, and it's like, I would have been more surprised if it wasn't the case. Yeah, there's a lot of fun journey stuff, but I think they over rely on the twist and the end game too much in it. Like Von Zeke's is awesome and stuff, but like just give me, I wish that the cases individually were stronger, like more fun locations, more interesting writing per case, and not so kind of focused on tying into this overarching lore and like story that ends up just kind of being a basic thing we've already kind of seen. Oh, we're back here again. Oh, okay. This game's fun so far. It's fast. I like the sound effects. Nice little Doom maps and stuff. Cute, amount of weapons already in the first level, and I like the alternate fires and depth I can add. Yeah, that's my thing, is like, that's why I still consider Great Ace Attorney like in the upper echelon. It's just not like top 3 for me. Where did I put it originally? If I can find my tier list. Yes, I have a folder of tier lists. I take myself very seriously. Okay. Well, let me see the photos. There it is. was mine, I guess. It's been a bit. The resolution's really low. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. What was it? Ace Attorney 3. Investigations 2. Investigations 1. Ace Attorney 1. I like the classics. I really like Justice for All in the classics. There's also like a novelty that wears off as you go too. I feel like these, with their music, focus on strong, solid like cases with some woven in stories, godly animation work and stuff, and still having some exploration and shit kind of just keeps the classics really fun for me. And then Great Ace, so yeah, it's like up there, but I consider everything above Great Ace Attorney and above to be like really solid. I would say everything below that's like a step down. Like there's a nice little power gap, I'd say, in between Great Ace and then 6 and 4, and then probably a power gap even larger between Professor Layton and 5. But those are still cool. Yeah, the Layton right one's cool. It's a neat combination. It's like a proto Great Ace Attorney. You can tell it was obviously like Shitakumi or whatever right after his last one and kind of prepping up for ideas that are in Great Ace. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the classics. Oh, what is this world map? What is this? What about this? The Chaos Dimension, or as we call it, Hell. He returns. Yeah, finally. Another boomer shooter. These are totally not pinkies. I love that reload, dude. It's quick. You can hear like most of the shells going. I mean, there's times in 1 and 2 I'm pretty bored because some of the exploration's a little hard, but it's like I really appreciate the style and the cases were really exciting for me back then. And they probably still would be, but... And I feel like music's a big thing for me and style. I feel like they still... Great Ace Attorney, I think it's close to kind of hitting that like style, that feel. But it kind of misses the mark for me on the music side of things a lot. Animation-wise and everything, I think they about nail it. Where 5 does not. And 6 does not. It doesn't have the fun, like, exaggerated, the booby clown. That's, 6? Where she's got the straps. And then she pops them and her tits explode. Or her balloons. Yeah, 6-4. Yeah, you can tell it's like... It sucks because the team who did 5 and 6 are the ones who did investigations. I wish they just kept doing that kind of shit. But yeah, it looks way worse than Great Ace, man. Great Ace has a very clean visual style. I think its world's really interesting. I think it's a little too samey for what it is. But yeah. It makes people like Von Zeeks like really feel alive, man, in a fun way. But yeah, 5 looks like shit. Like, comparatively. 6 is a little better, but like, they look like a joke. Comparatively. Even Professor Layton looked pretty good. And it's got a lot of dev issues. Yeah, 4 is like the peak of like really good music and like presentation with that style they went for. And then they all start going their separate ways a little bit more there. Shu Takumi goes to Professor Layton Land, then Great Ace Attorney. Ooh. I don't know what these ore fragments do. I guess we'll find out eventually. Especially when it's mostly the same people. Yeah, it's just like, oof. Jesus. Well, I guess we could just pick somewhere and go. I don't want to overspend time on secrets. We got a lot of games to play, and I just like moving. Holy shit. There's a lot of weapons. Oh, this is cool. Fuck weapon wheels, dude. We got a weapon grid. Card. Oof, I don't like the school case at all. If I remember, there's not many in Ace Attorney 5 I really do like, except the DLC with the pirate chick and the whale. Although Ace Attorney 6's DLC, I feel like balances out the level of dog shit of 5's main game and good DLC by having a okay main game and a horrible DLC. Even if it brings back Edgeworth. Okay. What's going on? Yeah, it's been fun so far, Kira. We'll see where it goes, but I'm digging the speed. I feel like the feedback and reload speed and animations and all that. I mean, it feels very Doom. Between the secrets, the pinkies, the fucking monster closets and shit. But that's fine. This is my second boomer shooter today. I played Slayer's X earlier. Did you play that one, Akira? That was funny. It's more of a shitpost kind of build engine, like Duke Nukem shooter. This feels a lot more like Doom-esque. I think the general speed and the gore and I mean, good weapons are a mix of sound, speed, feedback, just like all sorts of shit, right? These feel good. Very briefly, yeah, it's a short one made by the Hypnospace Outlaw people. That's kind of like poking fun at like edgy 90s, 2000s bullshit through like a build engine shooter. this uses the same ammo. So I guess there might be a point in using this handgun instead of the machine gun. Maybe range and accuracy. DLC is the best part of 5, but yeah, this cool kid just made me laugh. What's the other power friendship moment? I just don't barely remember anything about the 5th one. The lame, like, statue teacher bad guy thing. It was just a fucking boring case for, like, the return of, like, you know, Phoenix and shit. Key card. What's happening? You bastard. I don't think I have a key card. Oh, there's a yellow key card. Blow shit up. I don't know what these ore fragments are. Yeah, that's my thing, is like, it's just not even like, even though it's still like bad for Ace Attorney, like, it's still Ace Attorney, meaning it's still better than shit like Rank Gun, right? Which is, yeah, pretty fucking wild. Like, no matter how bad Ace Attorney gets, I'd still take it over, like, well done, clever Raincoat. I have some missiles now, but I don't have a gun for that. I do wish the HUD was pixelated a bit to match the kind of like semi 3D pixel thing going on. Chain gunner. use that instead of the pistol. Shit for secrets. I don't know about this world map here, it looks a little cheesy. Having a world map's fine. I don't know what we do with these ore pieces. Find out, I guess. Loadout? Maybe we're about to find out. Yeah, I could see these people making a do mod before this. Based on feel. Crosses you have to shoot. I don't think I've been shooting a whole lot of secret entrances, so. See anything back there? Apparently up in that. I'm still surprised there hasn't been Ace Attorney 7 news. Maybe they're just going really hard on it. I mean, both of those teams at this point have had enough time to make a game apiece, surely. So I'm thinking like maybe they're gonna be working together on something or repurposed for just more like some big super team. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a full reboot, but I don't know, I think Phoenix is too synonymous with the whole thing. If they're gonna bring back Phoenix and them, I'd at least like it to not be focused on them as much as it is on just really strong cases and new characters and stuff. Or a new format, right? Like a Miles Edgeworth type of thing. The AA instead of a Monster Hunter? I mean, I'm down. I love both. But we'll see. Oh, I could have killed them that way. I thought I hit them. That's kind of what I mean, is like if they're gonna be there, I wouldn't mind them just being there, having nice reactions and like fun moments, but like it's not centered on them, right? Like in Apollo, it's like it's all about Apollo. In 6, it's all about Apollo, and, you know, stuff like that. It's like I'd rather just be like, you know, they're there as the vehicle, like an Adol type of thing, but it's not really about like just Adol specifically, like an 80s type of thing. I feel like 4 was a way to try to like get rid of Phoenix. But the problem is 4 wasn't like good enough, and they still like had him there anyways. But it's more like almost a passing of the torch kind of feel, or he was just going to be a supporting character from then on, right? And the problem is like it's just not a good enough game. So people like. I feel like they felt like they had to backtrack on it, and it's a different dev at that point, right? Shudakumi moved on to something else. Well, it was still Ace, but it was still Phoenix, but like I can understand as a new dev not wanting. Oh, that was a thing. I just said that was a thing. That was a thing. We're shitting on fucking that too much recently, and now I'm doing it like almost unironically. But I could understand, right? Like, oh god, you know, we did Miles Edgeworth. It's like, you know, but there was still mainline. But it's like now we're handling mainline. I get wanting to play it safe, and I think that's part of 5's problem there. When they try to like focus on their own little story a bit more. In 6, it works out better, but yeah, that's the problem. Is he doesn't like. They kind of just forget about his change. That's what I mean is playing it safe. I feel like they just kind of like ignored all of his character development shit and the things that happen. I mean, granted, I imagine in the story he would want to go back to doing what he was doing, but that it's so like, there's almost like no like warm-up period even from like Hobo Phoenix to normal Phoenix. A little bizarre. I mean, I'm fine with 6 being like a send-off to Apollo. I don't really like Hurricane that much as an aesthetic in any of the games, let alone if like almost the whole game, like in 6. Not to mention Sod Mahdi's like the worst fucking prosecutor. It doesn't help me like Korean much. Only found 2 out of 6 secrets. Like I could just keep going, or we could try to find more secrets. I've got like all the kills though. -1. It's like I love just the flow and just going quick, so it's hard to really want to like stop for secrets. I mean, if I find them, I find them. I like finding secrets in games. It's also like, you know, at times it's kind of at odds with like the speed of these things. Like that's probably one there. Also, the other thing is like a lot of these are like rockets. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that 4's at least got what I like a lot about classic AA, which is really godly music, awesome bass hits and shit that really get you going, and then and well timed too. I mean, they always come in at good moments, but also just like really good animation and stuff. And at least it was like fully focused on somebody new. Yeah, I didn't hate that. The problem is just the case writing. I don't think I really have a problem with the rest of it. I mean, Clavier wasn't the best either. Coming off of Godot and Edgeworth, it's kind of hard to like match up. But like, hey. I got the sensitivity right where I like it. Yeah, he's fun and he like services the story fine, but like he's not like top tier. Which isn't like saying he's like horrible. Top tier is just pretty high. I don't know what the check mark means. Blackwell? Blackwell was cool. I think the only thing that hurts Blackwell is the animations are kind of bad in 5. Like the aesthetics, and that he's stuck in a game with like way shittier writing. He's good in 6. He's one of the best parts of 6, but he's only like in one case with Athena. He's just like dunking on everybody. That's her like assistant. Yeah, he had a falcon, or is it an eagle? Something. That's enough secrets right now. We can always come back if I really want. God knows I got a lot of games and I got a lot of shooters. So. There's the last guy. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. That's why I like 3 and like 1 and stuff so much. Is like there's nothing that really like lags that far behind its best elements. 3 especially. Most cases are fun and good. It's like really awesome, and it makes it. He works in like a overarching story kind of way. Not that Edgeworth does it, but no shot. Okay. Rocket launcher. Redder. Shot. buy the rocket launcher? I don't have a rocket launcher though. Okay. Welcome to the shop. Double jump. Can buy that kind of shit? Auto shock. Dash boot. Bandolier. Super shot. I need to be getting ore, dude. For shit right now. Guess I do need to be checking for those secrets, huh? So I don't know about this person's face on the bottom. I know they're going for like a Doom guy thing, but it doesn't even really change. It just looks like a PNG. It will not even be there. I don't know what these things are. I don't know if they're like lives or what. I don't know if you can do like partial charges or if you have to full charge. Or oh, I like this shotgun, man. I mean, I'm sure I'd like the super shotgun, man. I would focus on movement shit. If I had to choose. More Ace Attorney games? Well, yeah. I mean, I always want more of them. I think the novelty is obviously worn a little bit since back in the olden days, but I still love them, man. They're always like just a good time. The quality level on them is always like decent enough, right? That even if you're kind of just like used to some of the feel of them in the formula, it's like with the good writing, the formula's strong enough where you kind of keep having a good time. And it's got more potential to do more wild stuff if they want. Yeah, I was gonna say, what VN are you doing now? Kigurashi's a good time, I like it. I mean, Ryukishi just has a unique kind of feel to his writing. Even if it's like iffy sometimes, it's like still fun. I don't think Higurashi's bad. It's got bad elements, but even if it's worst, it's still fun in some kind of capacity. Even if it's just poking fun at Ryukishi. His obsession with child services and World War II and stuff like that. And bullying. Manually detonate. Okay, there you go. I think you could just let it go too. Gotcha, yeah, no, I understand completely. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, just some stuff on the side. Low brain power shit. Need a time investment. Like shit today? Hell yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know what my mood's been lately. It's fine. I mean, you always have your ups and downs. Sometimes on those long drives for work and stuff, I'll think about shit. Where you are, where you maybe should be, or things you should do, or something. Generally don't really have like a big... I mean, other than just funny shit. Not like too fucking butthurt about much, but I think that's just kind of my personality. Yeah, I gotta do what I like most of the time, right? That's just streaming, so. But I've been thinking about stuff like, you know, creative stuff. Just random shit. What am I gonna be doing at like 70 or something? Probably streaming, but it's like, yeah. Which would be fine with me. I'm just coming to grips with like certain things. Like more of those, like, sometimes you just have those times where you just think about stuff, and maybe it kind of puts you in a mood, but, like, it's not always just, like, a horrible thing, even if it's, like, possibly linked to some kind of serious or maybe downer type of shit. Sometimes it's just kind of an atmosphere. I was at fucking a high school recently doing a vending thing. And I was like, damn man, going back to a high school is kind of nostalgic. I was like, Jesus man. Not that I felt any particular way about it, but it's interesting, like having those like little memory blasts like that. Not that I don't like now. That's kind of my thing. It's like I feel like high school's like way better than now or something. It's just a different time. I guess it's just like nostalgia. I did play around with the idea of like maybe someday I should try to make something. Not in a way that like I have a problem with the stream kind of way, but just kind of be kind of neat. Also improve the conversation if I'd actually make a game or something. It's one of those things like I'm not too worried about that. Just kind of when you're driving around, you're just kind of like thinking about shit or listening to music, kind of. Wanna take you places. Thinking about my car exploding. Fun stuff like that. Starfield, yeah, I was excited to get into Starfield, but yeah. Not that good. It just ain't. Some people are really digging it, but yeah, it's not me, man. I've seen people say the dirty work got pretty dull. The dirty work? Like... like the busy work? Like all the menuing and exploration and... Yeah. I've seen it enough for sure to not feel like I'm some kind of like outlier. It's not like I'm saying that about like Skyrim or something. I think people would shit on me more.
Fuck you.
Speak of the devil, man. Alright guys, no spoilers. We've been talking about Ace Attorney. This is your stream. But yeah. That was the end of the case. We were saying that one wasn't our favorite, in that case, if I remember it correctly. barely remember it. Yeah, it's still not what the fuck. Yeah. That's one of my problems with Great Ace Attorney. We were talking about that a little bit. Is it like too much of Great Ace Attorney in general is for building up like other cases? So it really relies on that like the payoff. We'll see how you feel about payoff. I still consider. I mean I like it enough. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not trying to spoil anything. But yeah, it all works out for you. Yeah, so Seki is the best part. He hates it. Ace Attorney 5 is my favorite. Great Ace is my least favorite. It's over. Or Professor Layton. That's where we've already been. I was like, I thought so. But... Yeah, Sam just started. Looking forward to the Ripper Layton streams. He already thinks he's just gonna fail hard. You played one of them already, didn't you? Or am I crazy? There's been enough people starting them that I've kind of mixing it up. Maybe you were playing a different puzzle game. What puzzle thing were you doing lately? Oh, that's what it was. You played the crossover. That's it. Yeah. Like, I thought you did do it lately. Yeah, I think it'll be alright, man. It's a lot of word games. Outside the box, thinking. Just keep jumping down there like a point. Guess so. I have to like restart the fucking level essentially now. After grabbing that. More or less, probably. They look good. They're a lot better than the Ace Attorney on 3DS ended up being. Minus Great Ace, of course. Maybe a little something's lost there with the 2D style kind of being gone, but I think it translates in 3D pretty good. The 3D models? Yeah, pretty sure it's all 3D. With some of those like drawn backgrounds like Ace Attorney. It's very similar, I think, in how they convert. fuck do I go? Like forgetting because we're coming in from like another area now. Maybe I'm supposed to be going back. Oh no, it was down here. That's right. Yeah, I don't recall it really being, well, since I barely recall it, I don't think it's important at all, but it's very, yeah, much more graceful than Ace Attorney started on that front. He is a graceful man, he's a gentleman. Dude. Sometimes you're like, is it on purpose? But it's like, it has to all be on purpose. But they play it so straight. How fucking over the top and crazy and cheesy Leighton is. It's played so fucking straight that sometimes you're like, is it on purpose? Like, or do they just kind of do this? But no, it owns it, especially later on. I get fucking wild. It's just fucking super goofy over the top bullshit like the Ferris wheel. The Leighton mobile, dude. I almost forgot about that till you told me. It was like kind of second nature to me. Thinking about the Leighton mobile. It's raining hard. The super shotgun is available for purchase. I got all the ore in that level. Yeah, his sidekick's a good, like, reaction kind of fun element to it too. Leighton, he's always got it figured out immediately. You just assume Leighton's already got everything figured out the millisecond he walks in. And then he just kind of, he plays it out and lets everybody else figure it out. It's always like super goofy. Like that. Yeah, he's Columbo. He's like, he's already got the plan. It's pretty much, yeah, it's exactly like Columbo. He just already knows. And then he's just, it's him just getting there while everybody else is floundering. Let's try the super shotgun. It's got 4 fucking shells in it. That's cool. I can shoot them all at once. Yeah. Ula Zuma. You know, I like Mystical Ninja more and more the farther away I get from it. I liked it then, The gameplay not so much, but Jesus. What a fucking pure soul game, dude. Mystical Ninja on N64. Just ultra soul. Well, it was a plasma gun, then I was like, Plasma, and then I was thinking of the plasma man. There was a train of thought there. Trials shotgun. I don't think it's top 3 for me, but it's cool. Feel like finding ore too. Hey, I was talking relative. I told you the guy did 3 hours before that. You did 8. So, I don't know how he had 3 hours, but he had 2 hours, so he had 5 total. Alright, 3 and 2. You did 8 and 4. It's almost the same ratio, just different speed, right? The 2/3 was the important thing, okay? You can do the math after that, man. 2/3 was perfect then. 8 hours, it took you 12 total. I take no I take no responsibility. I mean, it has N64 charm, but like the music, the sound effects, the over-the-top kind of goofy NPCs and stuff. Yeah, that world that just... There's so many like cool little village places to explore, but then also like dungeons and stuff. It has that kind of like feudal Japan thing going on, but so much more animated and fun. I just like that part a lot. I didn't even know there was a second one. I think we reached the end correctly. Yeah, Soul can be a bit overdone, but I feel like it's accurate, yeah. I don't know, Soul, I don't know if I'd say Bug Island has Soul. That's almost like ironic when if somebody says Bug Island has like Soul. I mean, I guess Bug Island does have elements of like Soul. Sure. Did I never shoot that? Yeah, you can use it both ways. Like it has some kind of like heart or charm in it, I guess, but it's like, for the most part, I mean, Bug Island's just like unhinged. Kind of like the ironic, you know? But yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, there's games that are good and bad that have soul, right? Like games that just try like really hard to have like a certain like unique kind of like feel or something, but like completely like fail, but like, you know, they could not fail too, so. How do I get to this? Do I need like a dash? Maybe, I don't know. Escape from X Island game. Escape from Bug Island was the name of the game. Oh, there's more secrets here. Yeah, Myth has soul, but it's like really crude. You know, IO has soul. Another island game where you had to get off. Nah, dudes in a mall with the rocket launchers, not in me, Nick. Storm. Dudes in a mall with a rocket. I wish. What else you got? I'm trying to remember. A mall. Oh, fuck, dude. Journalist, man. You're talking about, the one by fucking, Suda, dude. My ironic favorite Suda game. Michigan Report from Hell. Is that what you're talking about? Or do you mean like Disaster Report? So Disaster Report, you play as a journalist and you're trying to escape like natural disasters. Michigan Escape from Hell or Report from Hell, whatever it's called, is like you are also like a news person, journalist person, and like it's just a bunch of like weird zombie monsters in like Michigan, I guess, that are like eating people, and it's like horrible VA and yeah, there's a few different Disaster Report games. Yeah, those games have soul. They're goofy, just trying to be fun and kind of like, you know, you can tell they're trying to have fun, right? They're having a good time. They want you to have a good time. There's elements that are just like really personal in there. Kind of feels like it. I think that's kind of what I mean by soul. Where you could feel the touch of a fucking human, man. Which is why I think that phrase is coming into gaming so often these days, because you kind of don't get that sometimes. Some of the corporate shit these days. The crater. Everything in a disaster report. 2. It takes place on like a island technically that's like a city. It's like a completely artificial one. But it's not called Disaster Report 2, it's called Raw Danger. Yeah, that game has got a lot of charm. Where the first game it's almost fucking accidental, the second game is like really on purpose. What the fuck is going on? Disaster Report 2 is like good at times, yeah. Okay, your model on the bottom changes when we like lose health. Is that something? Don't want to go down here. I was not done, but I guess I am. A rocket launcher. It could be. Wait, is there giant monkeys and bugs and like time travel on the one you're thinking of? So that would be Escape from Bug Island. That game has a lot going on. There's like gorillas and shit. Okay. Oh, there's so many good options there. Yeah. Bug Island's pretty memorable there. This has a lot of you can't go back areas, huh? Oh well. Do what we can, but the do map secrets, it's like unmissable, kind of hurts, but rocket launcher island. I mean, there's like Resident Evil Code Veronica. You're on an island for most of that, and there's rocket launchers at the end, but that's like an actual known quantity of a game. I always like trying to figure out these little problems. Oh, the underwater one? Deep Fear, bro? Yeah, you're on an island, you're fucking deep under the ocean. Yeah, that could be that. Deep Fear, maybe? Where it has the sick ass opening and then it's just like completely fucked voice acting, and it's kind of more of like a action Resident Evil kind of game. Maybe Deep Fear is what you're thinking. It was on the Sega Saturn. Yeah, 1991, yeah. Kill a monster for me. The buff chick and the dog? I don't think so. Did it have a buff chick and a dog? It just had the one guy who just went everywhere. Oh, are you thinking of fucking Blue Stinger? That's on an island, I guess. It's got Doug's Bower, and you like kung fu punch everybody. But like you do have like some laser swords and shit. I don't remember if it ends with a rocket launcher. It might be one of those. Maybe. I've played a lot of dog shit with fucking Big Bang endings. They had Doug's Power, dude. Deep Fear is like you're in an underwater. Is too good. Blue Stinger was like in an underwater. Not Blue Stinger. Deep Fear is like an underwater, like a test facility and some kind of like angel thing. Lands from like space that they're kind of fucking with or something, and then like you fight it at the end, but it's also like your girlfriend kind of. It's odd to explain. But you also go do like a few underwater parts where you're wearing like a big scuba suit and shit. Then the guy slides you a lubed up M1991, he says. It says to kill a monster for me, and then fucking bunch of crooks. We do like us some ducks by. So rocket launcher, an island. Okay, it's Deep Fear. Yeah, because I did have to stop the stream for a while to get the emulation working right, because I had to swap the disc, and it's like not easy to figure out how to swap disc with a Saturn emulator. So it took me a bit to jank that out. I don't remember if I had to do I might have to do a little software mode. Carrier. I got a lot of shit games to stream. We got a lot of good stuff this year. Well, quote unquote good, we'll see. There's technically a second Deep Fear, isn't there? But isn't it supposed to be like a joke, pretty much? Like a totally different thing? Yeah, that sounds like a Disaster Report 1 type of thing. I don't remember the very end of that. The first one is very jank, just buildings kind of falling everywhere, and you're falling on your ass, and it's super fucked. Disaster Report 2, Raw Danger, is much more... There's more weather effects and like more actual locations and story, and it really leans into the campy, goofy shit. Disaster Report 1's almost taking it seriously. That you're in this kind of like earthquake gone super wrong, you know, situation. Not that it can ever go like right, I mean, but you know. Well, like, Deep Fear 2 I don't even think is anything. No, wait, I'm not thinking of Deep Fear. I'm thinking of... Oh, fuck. What's the one with Raz Karsi, dude? Overblood, yeah. Overblood 2 is supposed to be, like, nothing like the first one. Now, Overblood, and it's kind of like a fucking, like, Resident Evil kind of ending. You just, like, fight this dude at the end for, like, 10 hours. And it's like clones and shit is the idea, and it's super fun. Yeah. Deep Fear, I don't know if there was another Deep Fear. Overblood's, yeah, people. Overblood's pretty keen out. Prodeus portal detected. What's that mean? Oh, the game's called Prodeus. So I assume it means a little something. Aren't these supposed to be health pickups? Or are these plasma or something? I don't have a plasma. Cold Fears, Deep Fear 2. Collapsed office building. Yeah, there's malls, I think, in the second game. Yeah, well, yeah, Disaster Report 1, yeah, it barely feels like a real place half the time. Yeah. Roadnet. Genesis Part 2. I have it. It's ready for, oh, sniper shot. Oh shit, that's cool. I like the alt fires in those. It's ready for the next one. It looks like just bad, but I've heard enough people in here talk about it. I'm like, we'll fucking give it a go, right? Maybe we'll watch the Ring, the original Ring, before I dive in. I've never seen any Ring movie. I mean, I know like the idea of the Ring. Who doesn't? Like you don't have to click either. You just like let go. Chaos ammo large. Chaos. Are these chaos ammo pens? No. I want to change the key binding. They let me. Maybe not T, maybe I should change it to like a mouse button. Well, unless I get actual... I might get some kind of actual thing at some point. Is anything on F? Oh, there's a dash. Six is like a little too much. That shift's not being used. If I need to slow down, I kinda need shift, huh? It's fine. Things I need to unlock levels. I don't know if there's like one of those in each of these, or you like have to get it at some point. Thing is, I don't think you'd have to like grab almost any collectible, except like card keys. You get like one jump in the Wawa. The death Wawa. I'll get into that. What secret did I get? Oh, this shit. Cool. Need some chaos ammo though. I like that, like bits and pieces are coming off and shit. That's the secret way into that, huh? Use my full stuff. We're pretty full on everything though. I have a lot of plasma ammo that I don't get to use. That's okay. I do wish the map panned a little quicker. It takes so long to like zoom in and zoom out, I just don't even feel like using it half the time. The game's so fast paced, it's like why do I wanna change it? It's cool they tell you about rebinding. Already helped myself. Okay, you kind of have to get that one. You'd be very hard pressed to miss it. Funny enough, you can give these guys models apparently instead of sprites. I don't know why I'd want that. They look fine, and that's kind of like the whole art style then. The plasma rifle. The Shredder's Challenge. Oh, it shows where the special levels are. Excavation. The Chaos Generator. Whoa. What's that? So you can kind of like shoot around corners and shit. Oh, so you have to earn tiers to even. Wow, the ore is pretty worth it, man. You have to work your way up, man. Bandolier, I'm not too worried about. Mammoth. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. But yeah, that's a good reason to go back and get everything, man. At least for a dash boost and shit. This is cute, right? So it's like you shoot it, and then you can kind of like auto aim it, so you can get around corners. I guess is the idea. Could be useful. I'll be having a double jump be like unlockable is pretty ballsy too, because that means every level has to be made without it in mind. Crap, I only got 3 out of 8 on that one, dude. 8 out of 8. Trial shotgun, only 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6. Trial shredders. These trials, I feel like it should be like. The shotgun one, there was one I missed, but that's because I just couldn't reach the damn thing. I don't think we made it. There's actually an element of exploration in these ones too. I didn't realize, like, there is like a speed one, but there's also just like a just find the rest kind of thing. How do I get up to that? Maybe some of these do need double jump though. I don't think you can rocket your ass up there. You do have to have a double jump. Somebody's really exclusive. A lot of maps up there. Oh, there's some shit up there too. Do I actually need double jump? A little bit wild. Ooh. Oops. I was like, I don't know if I'm standing on like a ledge or if I'm about to fall. I was about to fall. Like I didn't want to start doing a running jump and then fall off the ledge. Maybe not reloading. What the? I just died. Do I gotta keep that shit? No. I need to successfully do that and then come back and find out. We'll save these and then go back in and grab a couple more. I want to get that double jump on. I'm just looking for secrets this time. Wait, I don't have the ore this time. Oh, if you hit restart, does it like wipe your progress? I think it does. Even if you've like successfully done it. Okay. It doesn't count as a finish until you actually fucking just full leave, man. I mean, this is fun, so I don't mind doing it again, but we'll have this be the explanation one, obviously. I'll get to this one without a jump. There might be like another way. It won't go the other direction. I think with a double jump, I could have some secrets. Yeah, like there's that. I don't know how you get that, but you could get back in there and probably have to double jump. I should redo the first level. Get a bunch of shit. Alright, let me hit continue and then do this one again. And get those 3 that I keep missing, but not missing. Some more ore this time. 5 out of 8. How much should I need for the double jump? Well, we could just continue the game and get the double jump as we go. Not like I'm gonna 100% it. But I could redo levels where I got like barely anything. Yeah. Wait, 20. 20. Okay. There's a 5 on this level. Pretty long level though. Oh, we'll have to do another level anyways. 1 or 2 is not a big deal. Let's go ahead and do this one. And then we'll come back. If I need like 5 more, we'll come back and do it. It's like a fucking boss fight, man. To be able to like super jump up there? Or did that open this up? I don't know. Any ore? God knows I need it. Always gonna need it. Things you buy in this are pretty nice. Oh, I forgot I had this. Yeah, you need double jump. Okay, so there's some secrets you need some of that shit for. There's like a health pickup somewhere around here. I don't think it was that one though. That one. guessing. Maybe 4. Deposit some money and all that business. My problem with working without my car is I gotta borrow my brother's. Which means I gotta take him to work, pick him up from work. Which is like a little extra, but not big deal. Luckily, my sleep schedule works. They didn't call, I called. And they just kind of got their stuff together and filled me in. It was a little scatterbrained, I gotta say. I didn't quite explain it ultra well. I don't know if some of that was like, you know, obscuring like what I needed to make it fuck. I don't think that was the case because they're usually pretty upfront about stuff, so I think it's just a little scatterbrained end of the day kind of thing. But no, they got me figured out. Shit broken, we fixed. Yeah, the thing is, like, you know, this person, he writes it up, but he's not like the actual technician, so he knows his stuff, but you know, he's reading off somebody else's work essentially, so it's kind of like, it could be kind of fucked. But they're pretty good. I mean, they give you videos of them recording your car and telling you exactly what's wrong, and they'll have like CG videos telling you what that part is and why it's necessary, maybe, or you know, pointing to like certain things. And so it's like, it's pretty transparent on that front, which I really appreciate. It's a little pricier, I think, than most, but it's like, I don't quite. So one of the problems was the like a emissions leak in the what was it called? The evap can. They wanted to replace the evap canister and the solenoid vent canister thing. Everything I could see about that, while it has some effect on your car, is mostly like an emissions thing. And there ain't no emissions law that I gotta worry about out here. I'll take the fucking $1,400. So I've got that, and then they're gonna open up the what is it called? The transformer box or some shit. Trying to remember the name. Let me check it here. I don't know my cars. I try to learn some of this to not get destroyed, but the transfer case. I have like a grinding noise that I think they found was coming from the transfer case, so there might be some like corrupted fluids or possibly something else in there. It's been happening for a long time, and it does kind of stop after a bit, but I'm like, I don't want all of a sudden my drive shaft to just explode or something. So it's one of those deals, man. I'm just like, you know, I'll just get that done. It's a lot cheaper than the other thing. I'm not ignoring like 2 things, I guess. I just got oil and stuff. I don't know. Kind of like over the car thing, man. I've been over the car thing since the moment I got a car. But I want to get to this, but I guess you need double jump. Anyways, out of money now. I pre-prepped my rent payment, but start building up again and pay my brother back for the last one. At least luckily I paid for this one, but my brother the bazillion-dollar one from last time, like a month or 2 ago. Am I missing 3 from that one? Really? Jeez. We'll see. I need to be up 9 hours and 13 minutes. I'll go to bed in an hour or two then. Yeah, I wish it wasn't a necessity. In America especially, it's almost impossible. Oh, like a backer skin? Yeah, everything's so spread out and car-centric. Not only are people just like obsessed with cars, but like it's so everything's like it's spread and the parking's all far apart. Very hard to walk anywhere. Oh, this is just a back thing. They're all here. Cool. Looks like an arena. Oh, I'd love to live without one. I need it for work. So like a work car or something would be fine, but I mean if I had to take a little extra time out of my day to just like walk, which I probably need fucking anyways, let's be real. I could walk to the store near me. It would take a chunk for sure, but like I could. But anywhere else, you know, if I want to visit my parents, if I need to go to work, it's like not, you know, chief. Yeah, a lot of this requires double jump. I feel like I need to go back and like get stuff to get double jump because now I'm falling behind extra. They're starting to like require double jump for like a whole lot of shit. Means I'm just like, even if I find something, I'm not able to actually grab it, which is pretty bad. Having the freedom, I mean, I would be fine just like having the car. I don't use it a whole lot, so like, you think I wouldn't get many miles on it, but when I got the car, it already had like 90,000 on it. Like if I just kind of had it on the side, like it's nice, but I mean, if I had to choose between spending a lot of money or just not having the car, I would choose not having the car. It's just a necessity out here, more than it is a luxury. A luxury is having a fancy car. I don't know why that's considered a luxury. Barely fucking changes anything, man. Just show it off. Yeah, I didn't get any for it. Yeah, if I need a lot of groceries, but it's like I usually don't have a lot anyways. It's like I could do bicycle. Bicycle stuff is a little better out here than probably in some cities, but it's still not great. long level. I remember right. Well, this is my first. Yeah, bicycle would be awesome. It's such a small drive to the store that I don't mind. The thing is, even if I don't drive it, it's like I'm still like putting wear on it because it's just always outside. Or just existing there. I mean, it's kind of weird just by fucking being around, man, to a certain extent. Rockets this early. Shredders are pretty good, man. You get to keep on the move. Yeah, I probably need new bricks at some point. Mine are they said 6mm. Yeah, I don't fucking fix any amount of shit. I've done like oil kind of before, but not an easy one to even do that on. Reason I hate my fire. Lore. I mean, if I could, like, just learn how to do it all myself and do it on the cheap, that'd be pretty awesome, but the problem is so many cars nowadays with all the computer systems and electronics and shit are just much fucking harder to kind of do that shit on, man. Can, of course. It's like anything these days, it's like it just increasingly gets more complicated and then you have to be more and more specialized. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just like the tractor thing with John Deere and shit. I mean, they put like a hard limit on allowing you to do anything, but same with like Apple with like, you know, voiding warranties on their little closed garden maintenance thing. But I mean, there's much more subtle ways to do it, like having things be just too complex, right? Like Like, could they make it a bit more, like, you know, feasible for the average Joe to figure out how to do it? Like, yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's not in their best interest. Because, I mean, a lot of these mechanics and stuff, or the parts they're selling, they might get them straight from the place, right? Or, I mean, if your car starts fucking falling apart, it's too hard to, like, fix. I mean, people will get new cars, man. It's like my fucking career. I was talking to him about my car, and I was like, the advice was, oh, save up for a new one. I'm like, what? Lose money. It's like, I'd rather try to get it repaired, and if it's beyond repair, sure, but it's just like, that's kind of the mentality that, like, I feel like they want. Yeah, in this economy too. I'm like, Jesus, man, like I got like no money to my name after all these other car bills. Like, where am I getting the money for the next car? Like, there's people driving cars 30, 40 years old just fine, man. Why can't I be that, man? Well, those are older cars, they probably just are fucking sturdy, man, but... How do I get into this? Yeah, I mean, I'd get some kind of used car that I knew was, like, solid, but even then, it's like, shit, dude. I'm just gonna try to repair mine, as long as it's not like beyond fucked, right? You get the map. Be from here. This map moves too slowly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Well, you get like forced obsolescence or whatever it's called. That's probably not the right way to say it. Where things, you know, fall apart in a planned amount of time to, you know, get you to buy something new. Then if they have control over, you know, the repairs market, like Apple and stuff like that, or John Deere, then they can make it, you know, make you not want to get a repair or buy a new thing, right? Or control, right? Like how much the repair is going to cost. And just, I mean, optimize money and shit. Why wouldn't it be the same in cars? I mean, I get to a certain extent as we just move forward in some ways. You know, specialization, the complications, adding just more systems and depth to stuff makes it hard to, like, for the everyday man to just, like, do shit. And learn stuff, right? I mean, it would be nice if making things simple to understand and, like, optimize them was, like, a goal, but I get, like, increasing, like, instead of just, like, efficiency, like, just raw fucking, like, output or something is kind of a goal, but, like, makes it hard for someone like me or you to, like, realistically, like, fucking, like, yeah, learn how to even, like, repair your own car anymore or anything like that. Yeah, the subscriptions and all that shit. I don't know, man. I mean, of course, it's just a given. You're just gonna get dicked more and more as time goes on by companies, but Nice if something gave back, right? Like, oh, everything costs more now. Like, am I getting paid more by, like, well, not yet, right? No. That kind of thing, right? I don't know how much you get swinging back in your direction this last year or two. Like only the big boys are really making out. And I guess you kind of have to just wait on like the government or something to like do something. All your inflation. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking talking out my ass. But anyways, yeah, I mean, forced obsolescence, and inability to repair, and subscriptions and shit. Yeah. I think subscriptions are fine with stuff like games and movies, and stuff that's like ridiculously high cost to just even be a part of in general. Just kind of gives a more affordable way to approach it. Is it a slippery slope? Like probably. But like, found all the secrets. And yet, they don't tell you how many of these you have here. Yeah. Yeah, personally, I'm just hoping I can just ride it out and not have to worry about a lot of that kind of shit. Start. I just get these repairs done and just hopefully the car just fucking works. I imagine that kind of stuff has like laws, but is it just like really hard to catch, or is it not have laws because a lot of that stuff's in its infancy, or it's once again like an ever-expanding, complicated system where if the government or whatever body that has to like regulate it just can't keep up with like newfangled like ways that some big company wants to fuck you over. Catch or something. Yeah, that's kind of my thing, is like, it's probably just a hard thing to catch. It's complicated enough, like the internet, where like the people in charge, unless there's like a very specific specialized group able to like inform these people, and then if they're bought or something, then they're fucked. Like, just don't know, right? Like, you don't know. It's like with the internet, man. You get a wordsmith talking around why they want certain things, and you know, these fucking corporations, these ISPs, like explaining why they need this money or that money, or why they have to have these like separated, regimented areas and data caps. And like, with a good enough wordsmith, I feel like you could just talk your way around it and make it sound like it's some positive thing, and it's like completely walk over some of these people. ISPs get like a huge handouts and do like nothing with it. It's like, damn, dude. Like, you gotta feel like an idiot. You're like, member of the government, letting that shit pass. Or you probably don't feel like an idiot. I mean, to be a conspiracy guy, you're probably getting paid. It's probably alright. I'm not fucking educated enough on a lot of that. That's probably like, I don't know how a lot of that kind of government shit's work. The people who are supposed to be getting your back and for each little category and stuff. That's like some of that you could just learn, but it's like even then, man, it's like, you know, as things get more complex, you need to have like people who understand the complexity, and then that means there's just like a bazillion different groups who have to help manage these things to protect the people who don't know everything, right? And then it's like, well, yeah, I don't know enough about those people now to even understand how they operate to protect me from things that are far outside my knowledge range. It's like, could I just learn anything? Sure. Do I have time or want to sit there and fucking learn every little detail about my car? Or how ISPs and law and all that stuff? I was like, not really, man. Like, why? Who the fuck would, man? I mean, plenty of people feel like it's sticky, mate. Oh. I'm not making an excuse, I guess, for trying to be ignorant. There's a certain level of like, alright, man, you know, come on. Learn some shit. But there's only so much you can and should really be expected to be able to learn. I can't, like, become a mechanic. Like, just to not get dicked over a few $1,000s every time I get, like, repairs done, right? Maybe back in the day when you and your dad would go out, work on your car, and get everything fixed, and you could do it all yourself. It's like, yeah, not nowadays. Maybe a little bit. Also, you could just get away, I feel like, back then, just driving around with, like, some fucking absolute death machine, man. Like my mom's old car, I don't think it has like working lights. Probably an absolute emissions death machine, stuff like that. Like her old like muscle car from back in the day. don't even have seatbelts. It's like, you don't have to fucking figure out how to fix any of that. It's not even in there, man. Oh yeah, the sticky grenade. That's good they blow up on impact too. You get a pretty good variety of weapons in those that have like actual like depth and fun alternate modes and stuff too. Like you're getting nice ricochet stuff with this. Also the ability to use it sticky. Unlock. Getting plasma guns I can shoot around corners. I mean, you got a lot of guns and a lot of alt fires in this one. I don't even need to mess with most of these, but I can. I guess you just kind of play how you like. I'm on hard. I guess maybe on harder modes you go even harder. I'm doing a lot of armchair philosophy tonight. Definitely gotta kind of figure that one out. Get that one. Map. I don't know what each of these symbols means. Not the best map. And it moves really fucking slow. Going there. Guess I'm gonna come back around. Like I said, I want to make sure we're finding those secrets though. Everything seemed like it was gonna wrap back in on itself. You get stuff like this. It's like on the outside. Problem is there are gonna be like dash and double jump like required shit. That here, but I see where it be. Figure it out later. This though. Sneaky. Sneaky bastards. Above me. I need a yellow. I wouldn't even care about fighting a lot of these if there's like double jumps and dashes locked behind them. That's some juicy stuff. Oh, nexus points are? I'm assuming checkpoints. Oi. I want to get up there, but I have no fucking idea how to double jump. Even then, that might not be the answer. Probably not. Probably jump up there from the other side. I'll keep it in mind, I suppose. Okay. I think we've gotten quite a few of the ores so far. I don't remember if we're like missing one. I think we've picked them up so far. We will see. Naturally want to just fucking do the Doom like straightforward bullshit all the time. It's weird because I didn't even grow up with Doom, but that's just like one of those habits you just learn from like fucking Doom, man. I don't know if they get rid of that functionality in like some of the mods like Brutal Doom and shit. Really? I mean, I guess moving really fast and having that work with a bit of depth by like turning or like kind of aiming the camera a certain way is kind of fun, so might as well leave it. And I feel like it's so just like Doom, it's just such a fucking like classic, like thing. Why even bother changing it now? Bread and butter shit, man. Alright. How do I open this up? The green key. I think one of the few things I'd like is I mean I like that this is here, that just full stop, just choose your weapon thing, but I do wish there was like I could just press the button twice and it'd pop up. Yeah, you can kind of do it actually. If you go too quick, like if I go 3, then I do 2 real quick. I think it kind of depends. You can kind of do it. Doesn't feel ultra consistent, but you, like double press it really quickly to pull out like there. Does it just leave it off maybe on what you had last? No. I just mean like you. So to get the chain gun, you press 2 3 times, right? Which is cool. That's fine. It's like quicker to do it. But I need to be able to press this at like a rapid speed and just like buffer it in. Well, I guess it'll happen. I just hit it twice, but it just pulled out one gun. So you have to like manually kind of swap a little bit, which is really slow. And it's fine if you want that to be like some kind of weird balance thing, but it's like I could just do this. I feel like it kind of. I wish it just like. If I just buffered in, it just acted as the command and just pull it out, right? Why would it be any slower? It's not the point. Yeah, Half-Life, I was gonna say, did it have that where you just like double press the button? You can still scroll through it. I mean, this has that, like you double press the button. It just kind of like buffers in, but it doesn't buffer it in. So like I could do this, like, okay, this is 2. I just pressed it twice, but I got the next gun. That's just for 1, right? I press it twice and I get the 1 next, right? So it's like, if I hit it twice, I wish it would just kind of like cancel the animation and just move on to the next one. Quick swap like this, yeah. I mean, overall, this feels really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like saying it's like, oh god, it's just fuck. There's like a little thing that is like bringing up. Yeah, I was like, I remember scrolling through it. It wasn't like the go-to, but you could. It's weird how a few games have this, even at like a basic level, right? Like this doesn't do it like perfectly, but like it does it functionally. For me, it's like I was surprised how long it takes just like old ass boomer shooters to get that figured out. Like it just feels like such an obvious thing to do. Like why? Who the fuck wants to reach over to 6 and beyond? Yeah, let me hit 0 to whip out my fucking gun. It's like either let me keybind it to like some random button like T or some shit. Oh yeah, double presses. Buffered in. I do love this shotgun reload one. Just real quick. Nice. Noise, right? The fuck, they go in real fast. These pumps real quick, and you're just right back in it, dude. You get that satisfying reload and sound effects, but like the speed and momentum that the game's kind of going for too. Really, I thought, I mean, almost all the animations and art and stuff have been pretty crisp. The feedback, the guns, a lot of like depth to like the guns and the alt fires and stuff, but they don't feel like overly gimmicky. Like some of them, like the shoot around corners laser one, like, you know, maybe that wouldn't work out very often, but it's like you could, right? Like you could make it work. It's just like with the speed and stuff, I just don't care to bother. I would need to do some kind of like voodoo ritual to like make some of these guns work. It's cool. I feel like my left wrist is hurt. I've been doing a lot of shooters today. Gotta stop soon. Got Take a little break after this level and then go to bed. Missed a secret somewhere. With every dude though. One of the big things I'd say is the map's super slow and shitty. I mean, the map is fine. I wish there was like a legend for it, but this is like ridiculously slow. Maybe there's a way to like play with that. Models instead of spray. I don't know what that looks like. Imagine not having always sprint turned on in this game, dude. I don't know why games like this don't just have that by default. Cool. Who really wants to hold down shift 24/7? Like if it's got a stamina meter, I get it, right? Like, Jesus, dude. Like, I hate playing games where I have to hold shift all it does is wreck my pinky for no reason. Won't make no sense. Got enough here. Let's go buy the double jump. Oh, really? This is wild, man. Yeah, I need to play Quake too. Fuck. So many classic playing. I'm out here playing indie boomer shooters. I haven't played Duke 3D or Quake. Well, like I said, I was kind of like working through the history, but that means I'm kind of like behind on some of that. How Dark Forces is getting a fucking remake now. And, like I just went through Dark Forces like a year ago. Yeah, Dark Forces 2. Instead of Duke. Hey man. Now this double jump doesn't actually go very high. More of like a... yeah. You get a little bit. Not like crazy. I mean, it's another jump. It is. I mean, this is good. I mean, I like this game. Definitely more than I figured I would. Considering I, for some reason, passed on it before. It was fun, clean shooting, satisfying killing. Nice little visual style. I don't know how much variety there is to that. Clean guns and sound effects and feedback. I mean, some of the menuing and like a couple little things here and there, like the buffering of should really buffer in your weapon swap. Somebody's joking around with the PSP menus. The world map's a little goofy. Like I don't hate the world map idea. I just gotta look. That's all. And those are like small things, right? We've already done the speed challenge. I do like that there's little challenges like that too, but it's not just a shooting gallery, like literally stops you from like going further. It's not like a super novel thing, but it's novel enough, right? Like it like just literally blocks you from going further. So it kind of like mixes like a obstacle course with the shooting gallery, which I think is cute. Really, they're short and sweet too. Fun little things to speed around and figure out, but it's not like I can. Yeah, it's a 10-year long thing. What else? What other ones I was missing? Oh, there's some on the outside, if I remember right. Yeah. This is what I meant earlier. It's like I really need to come back and get the double jump because there's like a bunch of shit that like pretty much just hard requires it. There's that one up there, but I'm like, how the fuck? I don't know if I have to maybe get up on that thing. Can I? Oh, if you touch it, you just lose. Means I have to go back and get all those again. I don't know if you can get on top of it though. See? Insta-kill this one. Whoops. Oh, there's a lot of insta. I was looking for. But I'd like the bandolier and like the other guns and stuff, but I could survive without them. I think once we get the dash and just the movement attack, well, I'll still be going for like extras. Or I'm not gonna like be dying if I don't get them all. Got a lot of games to do too, and I like the momentum of just continuously going through the new shit, just busting ass. That was a problem with Slayer's X on my part. I spent like way too much time like. Shit, can't get to this now. Hey, I'll do it again later. I spent like way too much time trying to find secrets. And I was like kind of like messed with some of the pacing for you. I mean, I really like that game at the end of the day. But I went too hard. get myself killed again. No, you can get up on it. I don't know what this will do for me. I guess I'm supposed to do some madness platforming here. How do I get to this one? I don't think there's like a triple jump or anything. There's like a thing here. Can you get to this from the bottom? Is that like the intent? Originally? Maybe you can get to everything without the double jump, man. How would I get to this thing? Oh, you can barely make that, dude. Jesus. Like, super precise. Alright, we need to run it one more time for the last one. I don't mind getting all of them in these because they're quick. In theory, like I could just get through the whole level in like a minute. 100%ing the trials is not a deal. Or 100%ing the ore. I don't care about getting all secrets and enemies. I mean, I'll kill everything I see. I don't like skip that. Oops. Just need to finish. Wait. Now there's two we're missing on this trial. I think once I've gotten these up. one of them's for speed, I forgot. Speed, that feels like I need like a double jump to grab it too. Man. Happen again, brother. There's a secret in it too. You can play this on controller. I feel like you'd have to hate yourself. I mean, I hate playing shooters on controller that aren't made like very specifically with it in mind, or that just kind of like works with the gameplay. It's just like slow enough or something. Just one more. Like maybe there's some like really aggressive auto aim. I mean, it already feels like maybe it has a little bit. I do think it's really cool that the secrets, I mean, there's secrets, but then there's also just like ore, which is like, you know, secrets, but like kind of like a different difficulty or kind, you know, they're all like on the map and shit like that. Like actually like pretty significant things, like you're getting like super shotgun. Double jump, dash, like bandolier, which not really necessary I think in this game, but I've not really had many issues with ammo. What's the other guns? It's cool, man. It's ballsy. I mean, yeah, I feel like stuff like dashes and like double jumps or something that like, you know, level design and shit is like made with in mind, right? Or something that's just like, you know, feels good enough, you just make sure everybody always has it. To just not have it is kind of ballsy. And then have it be like an upgrade you have to unlock. It makes the upgrading and the finding of secrets feel a lot more rewarding. Like I'm out here doing this when I could easily just keep moving on just because I want to get the dash. I need 20 total. I think we'll move on with the game though. I don't want to like 100% every level, but if there's any I'm missing like a shitload, you know, just replay it, or the ones that are trials are easy to do. Like there was one that we got like nothing in. It was a memoriam. Marks. Is that a different job? Cross Memoriam is it's like a big battleground. There's like a lot of double jump, but I don't think I can just like leave. I gotta like finish it. So maybe tomorrow. March 10th. Then we could do Memoriam. Alright. Anyways, I am going to stop for now. I'm getting a little tired and I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta drop my brother off at work. I gotta pick him up, so that'll add some time on. Grabbing his car. Last time I drove his car, we had to get it repaired. No, I didn't do anything to it. It just happened to have some fucking major issue. I couldn't start the car. I don't know if I got the touch, man, or what, dude. And he had just repaired it. So we'll see. Hopefully it's nice and smooth this time. Don't want to get any more toes. Gotten a little too friendly with the toe guy lately. Well, thanks for watching. This one's been good so far. It doesn't have like your, humor or any kind of thing like that, like Slayer's Act does that, but it's got really clean gunplay. Pretty fun little enemies to blow up. I mean, they react, they explode and a bunch of shit. Your screen shake and pretty clean sound design, sound effect. Feel pretty good. I think the animations sound and look really nice and are quick, which is a big deal. And there's been a lot of guns, a lot of alt fires too. I mean, you could have that just be a different gun, right? That's cool. I feel like they kind of tried to have each gun fit like a use, but it's not like they force it like it's a rock paper scissors thing. Like I have to use the green gun on green guys and shit. I think that Immortals game did that recently. That's not really fun, right? So I mean, it could be in the right context. In this, it's like I've enjoyed the momentum. I don't think the secrets have been like ultra hard to find, but I think it kind of works in the game's favor because it doesn't turn into you doing like, oh, I fight for 10 minutes and then I look for secrets for 60 minutes. Not quite as many labyrinthian like super hardcore levels like some of the Doom ones had. Odd ones and shit. It's been cool. I don't think it's like obviously like breaking in any insane new ground, but it's like I think it's just kind of like a nice clean execution of something That's enough for me. I mean the music and stuff. It's good. It's just like really what you'd expect, right? It's like fucking one step off of Big Gordon metal. Again, you're like maybe that's just a metal thing, but it's like goddamn, I swear to God, after Doom 2016 came out, every boomer shooter on Earth started having that like, damn, this sounds really close to Mick Gordon kind. So, but it's cool and it's dynamic. It's always fun. The action and shit like that. I think the semi-pixelated ish. It's not too aggressive like the art style, where it's like looks really gnarly. But the game still has like a clean enough 3D look, but like it's kind of stylized with the retro thing. It's not like trying to be like voxel or some shit. Like it's going really hard with it. Which is, I mean, nothing wrong with vox. That's cool. I think it keeps things clear, and I haven't really had any issues with like silhouetting or anything. I had a little issue with that Metal Hellsinger, where everything's a little too dark, and then the enemies are kind of dark, and they're kind of like a little too worried about the way everything looks, greater readability, just a little bit. I liked Metal Hellsinger a lot. That was also a really fun shooter, but maybe not silhouetting, but lighting. Silhouetting, like you knew what I mean by silhouetting is like you could tell what something is just by Doom's good with that. There's not many things that have like the same outline or silhouette, right? The colors are pretty popping and it's pretty obvious, and the backgrounds aren't getting too in the way. So I think that's important when you're fighting lots of dudes really quickly, depending on the environments and stuff, and you need to choose who you want to kill and adds a bit of tactics instead of you just mindlessly shooting everything. It's been fun. I mean, I just like going. I just like fast-paced shooting. It's definitely good on that. Having the upgrades the way they are is pretty ballsy, so I like that. Anyways, I'm glad I'm enjoying this one. We'll get back to it tomorrow. I'm gonna go to work and hopefully everything doesn't fall apart, and then Come back, we'll finish this. And I guess maybe start Blasphemous too. I could sit on that for a bit. And do Liza P. Or in a couple days, maybe get started on Cyberpunk. See.